everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. I post 4 beauty related videos a week. If that's the kind of content you enjoy, then please subscribe down below. In this video we are going to be reviewing Revolution's new Glamour range. Now they have so many different items in this range. Now the only thing I didn't pick up was the mascara, and I'm glad I didn't because I've not heard many great things about it. I think because there's so much hype around the chocolate dip mascara that it can't compare. So yeah, I haven't heard that many great things, but if you want to see what I think about the rest of the collection, then just stay tuned. In this Glamour collection we have 3 eyeshadow palettes, and let's start off with this little bad boy here. So this is called the Glitz Up Mini Palette. So it literally has got all the diamantes all around it, and then it's got like the pink metallic shade on the outside. Now this looks to be like a mainly shimmer palette with maybe 2 mattes. There could be more satins, but let's swatch this palette. So this is what the palette looks like. Again, I feel like only this one and possibly that one is a matte, and the rest are either shimmers or pressed glitters. First 3 shades right there. And then we've got the next row just below it, and then the last 3 from the last row just there. Again, I don't really feel like there's literally just those 2 mattes. So we've got that one there and that black shade there. But overall this is a nice little palette. It did cost £8 and it does feel quite light. I don't like the diamantes. I wish it was just maybe, I don't know, like there was a laminated sheet over it, but I do like the shimmers inside, and you probably could use this in conjunction with another palette, or you could just use those 2 mattes and then a shimmer and a bit of glitter and you're good to go. But yeah, that is palette number 1. Now there is 2 of these palettes and they're called Megastar. Now this is the like coppery looking one in Diamond Edition, and this is what the inside looks like. There is some more pinks and cooler tones in here. So yeah, like I was saying, there is some more cooler tones in here, but there also is some more warmer tone, like I don't know if you'd say these are warmer. You've got some cool tones, but then you're verging on nearly being some warm tones in here. But should we just swatch this palette for you guys? This is the Diamond Edition. So we've got the first 4 shades from the top row, and you've got some nice, like, the second shade is a very pale shade. You're just about gonna see it, but you've got this nice like pinkier tone, rose gold glitter, then you've got some 3 transition shades, and then the last 3 shades from that row is like a cool brown, a gold, and like a pale gold. They're not as pigmented as some of the Revolution stuff that I have had in the past, but I remember last year they came out with like a Sparkles collection. I think it was that, and it was just not as pigmented as some of their other palettes that they have. But that is the first row. Now the next row I'm going to swatch is this middle row, and it's more of the bigger pans, and there is some glitters in here as well. First one's a pale pink, then you've got a pale gold again, and then like a more bronzier gold. Then you've got more of like a reddy tone and a cool brown, which again, they're not really showing up that well. Now the last row is just these littler pans. These seem like the most dark colours in the palette for a matte shade. They seem a bit more pigmented than the rest. The others are just really pale shades. And then one more palette that looks like this is the Megastar Crystal Luxe palette. Now this is definitely more deeper, a bit more warm, but again there's a lot of cool tone. This is what it looks like up close. So I'll swatch this palette off camera. You've got the first row here, second row, and the third row. So they're actually all pretty pigmented. So I have a feeling it's because the last palette is just a little bit more lighter coloured than this one, whereas this one's got more deep colours in it. So yeah, we are just going to get straight into the tutorial. This palette here. So I've used Beauty Bay's Eye Base as usual in the shade 3. I'm really loving this. First thing I want to do is take this shade here, which is actually called Shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease. Which is blending out perfectly. Then I want to go in with the shade Caramel, which is one of the larger pans. This palette is cruelty free and vegan for anyone that wants to know. The Diamond Edition, again cruelty free and vegan. And then the small palette, it says it on the box that it's cruelty free and vegan. Now I want to go in with this burgundy shade called Vino, because you know how much I love my red shades. And I want that on the outer corner. Then to take that big fluffy brush and blend it out. Then let's take a bit of this shade here called Witch in the outer corner and just blend that out. These are all working well together. Now there was a lot of fallout in the pan for this shade when I swatched it, so please just dab it off. And then get that fluffy brush and just blend it. Let's take Juice onto my lid, which just looks like that. Right, it's very, very crumbly, but it's also very, very pretty. Just blend out the edges. I will link my base makeup down below, but now they have a highlight. They actually came out with two, and the other one's a little bit darker than this, and this one's called $1 Million. These are £12, and then this was £8. Now it literally comes in the same packaging as that Glitz eyeshadow palette, and it has a star in it, and there is, oh wow, I thought it'd be a bit more gold, but it's very icy. So it does look like it was gold. Okay, pray for me people, because this is not going to suit my skin tone. I should have gone for the darker one. Wow. I'm just not going to put too much on. Whatever is on my brush is what will ultimately go on my face. That is not the highlight for me at all, so I'm gonna bounce and hopefully that melts into my skin as much as possible. It's a nice highlight. It's not too glittery. There is some glitter particles in it, but it's not too glittery, and it is very sparkly, and I just love the pink. Then they came out with 3 lipsticks. Now I didn't manage to get my hands on the third, which is a red, but these lipsticks come in a bullet like this. Now these are £8, and they have the same amount. Oh, it's got a butterfly on the bullet, and then actually these butterflies come off so you can wear them. But what I found is the lipstick doesn't shut properly without it, so you kind of got to leave it on the lipstick. Now this shade is called Regal. This shade is called Extra Fancy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to use both. So I've lined my lips with Espresso by Natural Collection as usual, because I always just use that one colour just to line them, and then I'm going to go in with Regal all over. So this is what Regal looks like. It's a very pink colour. Then I'm going to put Extra Fancy in the centre, which to be fair isn't making a difference. Then there are 2 glosses. So we've got this gloss in the shade Opulent, and then this one in Luxuriant. Now I'm not going to use Opulent because it's just so icy, and that would just be good over a little lipstick. I'm going to use Luxuriant over this because I think it would go much better. There we go. Let's put Angel in my brow bone and inner corner highlight. Now under the lash line, let's go in with Caramel. I'm going to use Barium High Vis in Dangerous in my waterline. Okay guys, this is the finished look. What do we think? I am pretty impressed with it. I'm glad that I used this palette, but I must admit I would get a lot of use out of both palettes. They're both retail for £12 and I love the colour story for both of them. I think the pigment is okay, not the best for Revolution, but I feel like you're kind of paying for the packaging for this, not really paying for the formula because it's a Christmas collection. So yeah, I feel like you're just paying for the packaging. This little palette is quite cute, quite sleek, can fit in your handbag quite easily. The only issue is there's only 2 mattes, but again, the packaging is very cute. £8, very decent price, and they have an offer. You can get 3 for 2 on this whole range, so if you want to pick most of it up, it's 3 for 2. My absolute favourite out of this whole range must be the lipsticks. Of course, I'm a lipstick junkie, so I love it. I love the fact that there's little butterfly rings on there. I'm sad that if you were to shut it, then without the ring it doesn't close properly, and also the name is only on the boxes, it's not on the lipstick bullets. So if that's the kind of thing that you would worry about what name is what, you'd have to keep the boxes for these. But other than that, these are such nice shades. Not really Christmas shades. Like the shade that I really wanted was a red, and sadly that weren't in stock. This just reminds me of spring, so I'm gonna wait for the red, and when that comes in stock I'll be using it. The highlight is a nice highlight. It's not my shade. It was £8, so again it is quite steep for a highlight from Revolution. The lipsticks as well, sorry, were £8, but I don't mind paying £8 for a lipstick, whereas this highlighter, because it's not my shade, should have got the darker one, so I feel like I've wasted £8. So I'll get the darker one at some point, maybe when I use the lipstick next. Maybe I'll do a round 2 of this collection. The glosses are quite nice. I love all the lip products that come in this packaging, and they're actually bringing out matte bombs that are in this packaging, not with like the glitter diamantes on the top, but in these round big tubes, so I can't wait for them. I'm only going to buy a couple because, let's face it, I'm not a matte lip type of girl. It's not sticky, I didn't feel any glitter in it. These again, let me check the price. So they were the cheapest out of the range. They were £6.99, so pretty decent. But overall, I do recommend this collection. I would say get it on the 3 for 2. I wouldn't recommend buying it full price. I'm a deals type of person, so if you can get a code, if you can buy it 3 for 2, if you can get some discount, go for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please smash a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below. Bye!